I possess the power to shape my reality, and as I confront my fears, I uncover my true path to transformation. Every thought I choose crafts my world, and facing fear directly empowers me to create profound inner change. My mind is a powerful creator of my existence. When I gaze into fear, I discover strength and clarity within myself. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool, capable of creating environments and experiences that directly reflect your inner thoughts and beliefs. This profound influence means that by understanding and directing your mental energy, you can fundamentally alter your life's path. Today, we look into how your thoughts shape your world and the essential role of confronting your fears to unlock personal growth and development. Our journey begins with a fundamental truth: our thoughts are not just reflections of our reality, they are the architects of it. Each thought sends out a signal, much like a blueprint, which the universe then works to materialize. This means that the quality of our thoughts directly influences the quality of our life experiences. If you hold positive, optimistic thoughts, you're more likely to attract positive circumstances. Conversely, dwelling on negativity can do just the opposite. It's crucial to understand the concept of inner mapping, which involves aligning your mental processes with the life you wish to lead. Inner mapping is not just about wishful thinking, it's about strategically aligning your thoughts to navigate through life's challenges and opportunities. By consciously designing your thought patterns, you can steer your life in directions that you most desire. This process requires consistent practice and awareness, as our minds are naturally conditioned by past experiences and external influences. Breaking free from these patterns is the first step towards creating a personalized map that leads to your envisioned future. It's important to recognize that fear is a natural and often useful emotion. It alerts us to danger and prepares us to deal with it. When fear becomes a barrier that stops us from making decisions or pursuing opportunities, it turns into a significant impediment to our progress and happiness. The first step in overcoming this barrier is to identify the fears that hold you back. Are you afraid of failure, judgment, or the unknown? Naming your fears is empowering and the first step in diminishing their control over you. Once identified, dissect these fears. Ask yourself what specifically about these fears affects you. Is it the fear itself, or the potential consequences it represents? This distinction is crucial because it helps differentiate between irrational fears and legitimate caution. For instance, the fear of starting a new venture may stem from the fear of failure. But, understanding that failure is often a stepping stone to success can transform that fear into a motivator rather than a deterrent. This part of inner mapping focuses on realigning your thought patterns to see fear not as a stop sign but as a guide that points you to areas where you need to grow and adapt. Fear often stems from past experiences, conditioning, and deeply rooted beliefs. Many fears are developed in childhood, shaped by external influences, and reinforced over time. These fears take root in the subconscious mind and continue to influence decisions, often without conscious awareness. Understanding where fear originates is essential to reducing its impact. A closer examination of personal history can reveal patterns that shape responses to situations, helping to separate real threats from imagined ones. External influences also play a role in shaping fear. Society, media, and cultural norms can amplify concerns that may not be relevant to an individual's present circumstances. Recognizing these influences makes it easier to question whether fears are valid or inherited from outside sources. With awareness, it becomes possible to take control of reactions instead of being controlled by past conditioning. Releasing unnecessary fears creates space for clearer decision-making and personal growth. Fear can either limit progress or serve as a driving force for change. The key is shifting perception. Instead of seeing fear as a signal to stop, it can be viewed as an indicator of areas that require attention. Acknowledging fear without allowing it to dictate actions is a powerful way to break free from limitations. Taking small steps toward confronting fear weakens its grip, making it less overwhelming over time. Facing fear directly increases confidence and self-trust. Each time an effort is made to move beyond it, resistance decreases, and the mind becomes more adaptable. Fear loses its influence when action is taken despite discomfort. Progress does not require eliminating fear entirely but rather learning to operate despite it. Overcoming hesitation leads to new opportunities, improved decision-making, and a greater sense of control over life's direction. Fear often thrives in uncertainty and overthinking. The mind tends to amplify concerns by projecting worst-case scenarios, creating unnecessary stress. Mindfulness helps bring attention back to the present moment, reducing the tendency to dwell on fears that may never become reality. By focusing on what is happening right now instead of what could go wrong, fear loses much of its intensity. Practicing mindfulness through conscious breathing, observation, and self-awareness makes it easier to manage emotional reactions. Being fully present allows thoughts to be observed without immediate reaction. This awareness helps in distinguishing between real concerns and exaggerated fears. Instead of resisting fearful thoughts, acknowledging them without judgment prevents them from gaining more control. Consistent mindfulness practice builds resilience, making it possible to respond to fear with clarity instead of avoidance. Over time, the habit of staying present reduces anxiety and creates a greater sense of stability. Visualization is a powerful tool for reshaping thoughts and overcoming fear. The mind responds strongly to mental imagery, making it possible to change reactions before taking real-world action. By repeatedly picturing a successful outcome, the brain begins to accept it as familiar, reducing hesitation and doubt. This method helps replace fearful expectations with confidence in one's ability to handle situations effectively. Guided visualization can be used to create a mental pathway toward desired outcomes. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, imagining positive scenarios rewires the mind to expect success. This shift influences behavior, leading to actions that align with the mental image created. Regular practice strengthens belief in one's ability to navigate challenges, making fear less of an obstacle and more of an opportunity for growth. Resilience is the ability to move forward despite challenges. Fear often creates hesitation, making it difficult to take action, but developing resilience helps in maintaining progress. Strengthening mental endurance allows obstacles to be seen as temporary instead of permanent barriers. The way fear is handled determines whether it leads to setbacks or growth. Each experience of pushing through fear builds greater confidence in handling future situations. Resilience comes from consistent effort and a willingness to adapt. Facing small fears regularly strengthens the ability to deal with larger concerns over time. Developing a mindset that sees difficulties as learning opportunities rather than roadblocks changes the way fear is experienced. Accepting that setbacks are part of growth reduces frustration and makes it easier to continue moving forward. Fear loses its power when resilience is built through repeated action. Fear does not disappear overnight, but consistent effort makes it easier to manage. Long-term strategies involve maintaining awareness of thought patterns and adjusting them as needed. One effective approach is recognizing recurring fears and addressing them before they grow stronger. When fear is acknowledged early, it loses its ability to take control. Regular self-reflection helps in identifying areas that require attention and making necessary changes. Developing habits that support a balanced mindset is essential for long-term progress. Engaging in activities that promote mental clarity, such as journaling or quiet reflection, provides a structured way to process thoughts. Surrounding oneself with positive influences reinforces confidence and reduces unnecessary doubt. Maintaining focus on personal growth instead of external opinions makes it easier to act despite fear. With time, managing fear becomes second nature rather than a constant challenge. Taking control of thoughts is the foundation of shaping reality. Fear thrives on uncertainty, but the ability to direct focus toward solutions weakens its impact. The mind responds to what it is given attention, making it necessary to shift focus from limitations to possibilities. Strengthening this habit creates a sense of control over personal direction. Choosing thoughts carefully leads to actions that align with goals rather than hesitations. Every step taken to move beyond fear strengthens belief in personal ability. Recognizing past moments of success, no matter how small, reinforces confidence in handling new situations. The mind adapts to what it is trained to accept, and consistent effort rewires thought patterns. Fear no longer becomes a barrier when it is seen as something that can be managed instead of avoided. Taking responsibility for mental focus ensures that thoughts shape reality in a way that supports growth. If you found this message helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps spread these powerful insights to more people. Stay focused, stay strong, and keep shaping your reality.